This is the VOA Special English Health Report. Bad teeth can be painful, and worse, they can even be deadly. Infections of the gums and teeth can release bacteria into the blood system. Those bacteria can increase the chances of a heart attack or stroke and worsen the effects of other diseases. And adults are not the only ones at risk. For example, in 2007, doctors in the Washington area said a boy died when a tooth infection spread to his brain. They said it might have been prevented had he received the dental care he needed. He was 12 years old. Experts at the National Institutes of Health say good dental care starts at birth. Breast milk, they say, is the best food for the healthy development of teeth. Breast milk can help slow bacterial growth and acid production in the mouth. But dentists say a baby's gums and early teeth should be cleaned after each feeding. Use a cloth with a little warm water. Do the same if a baby is fed with a bottle. Experts say if you decide to put your baby to sleep with a bottle, only give the child water. When baby teeth begin to appear, you can clean them with a wet toothbrush. Dentists say it is important to find soft toothbrushes made especially for babies and to use them very gently. The use of fluoride to protect teeth is common in many parts of the world. For example, it is often added to drinking water supplies. The fluoride mixes with enamel, the hard surface on teeth, to help prevent holes or cavities from forming. But young children often swallow toothpaste when they brush. The American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry notes that swallowing fluoridated toothpaste can cause problems. So young children should be carefully supervised when they brush their teeth. And only a small amount of fluoridated toothpaste, the size of a pea, should be used. Parents often wonder what effect thumb sucking or sucking on a pacifier might have on their baby's teeth. Dental experts generally agree that this is fine early in life. The American Academy of Family Physicians says most children stop sucking their thumb by the age of 4. If it continues, the group advises parents to talk to their child's dentist or doctor. It could interfere with the correct development of permanent teeth. Dentists say children should have their first dental visit at least by the time they are 1 year old. They say babies should be examined when their first teeth appear, usually at around 6 months. For VOA Special English, I'm Alex Villarreal. You can learn English and much more at voaspecialenglish.com and the VOA Learning English page on Facebook.
From VOA Learning English, this is the Health Report in Special English. Babies born with serious medical conditions often spend their first few days in the intensive care unit of a hospital so they can be cared for. While they are there, medical workers put tape on the babies to hold down tubes and electronic devices. Experts say having to change the tape daily or remove it can be painful and even dangerous. Removing the tape from a baby's sensitive skin can cause injuries, in some cases even causing the skin to tear. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology says more than 1 million people suffer skin injuries from medical tape removal each year. But now, there is a new kind of medical tape that may end this problem. The new tape is much softer and safer. Dr. Jeff Karp helped create the new tape. He works for the Center for Regenerative Therapeutics at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston, Massachusetts. He says newborns moved to the intensive care unit are usually very sick. He says medical tape is very important to secure devices to the baby's skin for monitoring. Dr. Karp says this is one of the biggest problems facing hospitals. So he and his team wanted to create a medical tape that could be removed without harming the skin. Medical tape has 2 layers, a non-sticky backing and the sticky part. Dr. Karp's new tape adds another layer of sticky adhesive. It remains on the skin after the tape is removed. Dr. Karp says this adhesive can be easily removed with talcum powder. The new, softer adhesive tape was designed for newborns. But the researchers say it will also help much older patients whose thin, weak skin can tear. For VOA Learning English, I'm Carolyn Presutti.
This is the VOA Special English Health Report. A new campaign aims to fight 10 diseases that affect many of the world's poorest people, but do not get much attention. At the end of January, officials announced the London Declaration on Neglected Tropical Diseases. The diseases include conditions like sleeping sickness, guinea worm, and leprosy. They affect more than 1 billion people worldwide. The effort involves 13 drug companies and the governments of the United States, the United Kingdom, and the United Arab Emirates. It also includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the World Bank, and health groups. The campaign promises almost $800 million for drug donation programs. Stephen O'Brien, a member of the British Parliament, was at the launch. He said financial investment and cumulative spending will increase 5-fold, from $79 million to $387 million by 2015. That is 4 treatments a second, he said. The United States Agency for International Development says neglected tropical diseases, or NTDs, cost governments and businesses $10 billion a year. This is in lost productivity and treatment costs. Dr. Donan Mubando is with the Tanzanian Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. He says the plight of people with the neglected tropical diseases is so real in my country. You need to see people with severe itching, lizard skin, which is a manifestation of river blindness. The declaration calls for control or elimination of the 10 diseases by 2020. Margaret Chan, the Director General of the World Health Organization, said, "Just think of the prospect of freeing millions of people, most of them are children and women, so that they could have a healthy and productive life." The Gates Foundation is giving $363 million to the campaign. There have been many campaigns before against these diseases. Dr. Neeraj Mistry of the Global Network for Neglected Tropical Diseases says those earlier efforts were not very effective because access to drugs was limited. He says now, with the increased support, we can actually take the response to NTDs to scale, which means that we can treat more communities and more people. The 13 drug companies have also agreed to share information that could speed up the development of new treatments. For VOA Special English, I'm Mario Ritter. For more health news, along with activities for learning English, go to voaspecialenglish.com.